Yeah, we had I think like five or six different clients. They'd all come to us through sort of different ways, kind of through the referral networks, networking presentations I had given. It's funny because like I'm trying to remember the way I was thinking, and it's hard because my thinking has changed so much. It's not that the contracts with them have changed, but I noticed that we're thinking differently as we move forward. I remember we were like super grateful for those clients, and we still are, but it was in a way that kind of I think belie is the right word, like belied scarcity. Like, oh gosh, I wouldn't want to have to find more clients like this, so we're really grateful, and we want to do everything that we can to keep them. And what I notice what I notice now is that even in those relationships, we're a little bit less accommodating than we were before. It's not like a total transformation, but I am noticing that we do have a little bit more confidence, and we see the value of our expertise a lot more clearly. And um, we're seeing the value of that in addition to like the labor that we do, because we still do labor for these clients, but I'm just a lot more aware of, oh, okay, that was an insight right there that I brought that no one else could bring, and like that has value right there. So we have a lot more confidence around that of them. I mean, I think the program is incredibly thought provoking and very challenging in the depth to which it makes you think, but also honors your individuality. I think it does that really really well. I mean, without question, the most dramatic shift I think is having to write a results mechanism, because there's something about the way that forces you to put your process into words that are both clear but also compelling to your target market, that really makes you a leader in the room, when you're talking through it, because you've thought through everything and you're telling them exactly why they need it and the value that it's going to bring to them. That just like it shifts the sales conversation in a way that I couldn't have predicted, but that it's just incredibly empowering and energizing. I think I think for me, so if you're watching this and you're thinking about the program, one of the things they're going to do is send you a book called The Business of Expertise, which was just a fantastic little read. It's a short little book. You can read it in a weekend. That's what I did. That right there, it's sort of like it could be a textbook, not exactly. Like it's like a supplemental resource. But reading that book over the weekend made me think completely differently, and it showed me how much value there is in your expertise. And I think knowing that and being able to articulate that and being able to express the value to your client, just of what you know, the way you think, and that you have a way to apply your thinking to their problem that's different from the labor. Like that's what I was missing. Okay. And how do you systematically articulate it so that you persuade your client that there is value in that they're willing to surrender to you and trust you with. That's the big difference that I can see in my mindset and my attitude and my kind of spirit. Yeah, I mean, I think it's awesome that it did. It's because like there's a lot of charlatans in this space, and I don't know what possesses people to be like, oh yeah, I can teach people to be consultants. But like this one, there's something about this program that really does get you to dig deep and figure out who you're about, again, in a way that expresses your value to the marketplace but also honors who you are and doesn't ask you to change into someone you're not. And I
Yeah.
think that's a really wonderful thing.